Welcome to Lucy Yogini. I'm Lucy, and today I'm going to show you a little sequence that hopefully will help you to shake off the winter blues, feel a little bit more motivated and get moving. Let's get to the mat and let's yoga. Into the mat for a moment, cross-legged, kneeling, whatever feels right for you. And we'll just take a couple of moments here just to allow the shoulders to sink down. To take a long deep breath in through the nose, maybe out through the mouth just to begin with. And settle in. Maybe a gentle smile on the face, allowing the shoulders to sink down, settling into the mat, letting go of everything that isn't needed right now as we just take this little bit of time out of the day to move some energy around, find some space. So first of all, we're just going to start to move forward to hands and knees. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, nice lengthened spine, top of the head moving away from the tailbone. And then whenever you're ready, with an inhale, we'll start to drop the belly down. The top of the head and the tailbone can start to rise upwards into our lovely cow position. And whenever you're ready, we'll arch through the spine, the top of the head, tailbone drawing down. Draw the belly all the way in and into the cat. Good. So again, with the inhale, dropping the belly down into the cow. And exhaling into the cat. Lovely, just flexing through the spine, starting to wake up some bits of energy that might have got stuck somewhere around the spine, maybe the shoulders, the hips, wherever you feel the stretch. And then we'll gently come back to our neutral spine. And we'll tuck the toes under, spread the fingers a little bit wider, nice long inhale. And with the exhale, we'll lift up into downward facing dog, drawing the tailbone up towards the sky, draw the belly in and open the shoulders, just allowing the neck to be nice and free. And we can feel into this a little bit, wriggle through the hips, maybe walk out the backs of the legs, feel into that lovely down dog stretch. Deep long breaths here. And then we'll float the knees down to the floor. Good. Let's start to step the hands just a tiny bit further away, and we'll lower slowly down onto the belly, maybe chin and chest first, sliding through, untuck the toes, hands underneath shoulders, shoulders back as we lift, little tiny cobra here, shoulders down away from ears, and returning back to the ground. We'll press through the hands, lifting up through the belly to find that nice tabletop position again. And then whenever you're ready, returning to our cow and cat. Inhale, belly down, top of the head, tailbone rising. And exhaling, arching through the spine into the cat. Coming back to neutral. And we'll tuck the toes under, spread the fingers nice and wide, nice long inhale. Exhale. All the way up to downward facing dog, and again just gently walking out the backs of the legs, pressing through the fingertips, lifting through the belly, the tailbone, as we find our lovely downward facing dog. Looking back between the big toes, just allow the neck to be free, the head looking back nice and gentle with the gaze. And with our inhale this time, we'll look forward between the hands, stepping, walking the feet forwards towards the top of the mat, towards the hands. Feet stay hip width apart. And let's soften the knees here. Just allow the belly, the chest maybe to rest on the thighs as we allow the upper body to draw down towards the earth. And we can really let the shoulders go, the arms, the hands wriggle around. We can nod the head yes and shake the head no. Just let the upper body be nice and heavy and loose as the feet are rooted down. And let's just press our feet down into the floor. Those lovely feet, give them a little rub. And the backs of the legs as well. Backs of the knees, backs of the thighs. Give all the legs some attention, some love. Tops of the feet, press the heels down, the outside edges of the feet. And then with our next inhale, we'll start to lift to Upward Uttanasana halfway. Draw the top of the head away from the tailbone, belly drawing gently in, extend through the spine. Exhale, we release back down to forward fold. Let the head drop down towards the ground. Doesn't matter if the hands touch the floor or not. Inhale, lifting halfway, extend, Upward Uttanasana. Draw the belly in and exhale, release, forward fold, top of the head down towards the ground. Inhale again, extending through the back of the body. Draw the top of the head away from the tailbone. Exhale, soft knees releasing down to the earth. We'll take the hands all the way up to the hips, press through the feet and start to roll gently through the spine. Stack vertebrae on vertebrae as we rise. Shoulders, neck and head last. Rolling the shoulders back. And give the hands another good shake, and the wrists and the fingers. Let everything be nice and loose. Keep it moving. And we can gently maybe just rock the head side to side, very, very gentle with the head, with the neck, sorry. And breathing. Feeling the weight of the body equally distributed across the feet. And then whenever you're ready, we'll inhale, lift the hands up overhead and draw a line down through the center of the body. Follow the prayer down to the ground, forward fold. We'll lift back into that upward Uttanasana, halfway lift. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing down, hands down to the ground this time. And we can step our right leg back, big step back into our lunge. Extend through that right heel. And again, we can just gently move this around. Don't be scared to feel into it. Don't be a yoga robot. We can allow our body to tell us what it needs. Shoulders draw back, top of the head drawing away from that heel, the opposite energy moving in opposite directions. Breathe. And we'll lay that knee down to the floor, right knee down. Left foot engaged as we lift up halfway, shoulders drawing back. We'll take the arms nice and wide here, lift up towards the sky, maybe taking the gaze up if it feels okay. Palms can come together. And we'll release the hands down. Maybe interlace the fingers here and lay them down on top of that left thigh. And maybe find a little bit of extra room to drop down through the hips. Staying tall through the spine, shoulders down, face nice and soft. Breathe. And we'll take the hands down either side of the front foot. Lifting the back knee up off the ground, we'll take a big step forward here, back into our forward fold. Release the top of the head down, soft knees. Inhale, lifting halfway, upward Uttanasana, extend through the spine. Exhale, releasing down, hands to the ground, and we'll step the left leg back into our lunge. Send that heel away, top of the head drawing away from the tailbone, shoulders drawing back, and breathing here. Again, feel into it. The hips might feel different on each side, so be gentle, be mindful, see what's going on in the body. Breathing here. And then whenever you're ready, we'll lay that left knee down to the floor, engage the right foot and lift through the spine, shoulders drawing back, arms nice and wide as we lift up to the sky, open the heart. And we'll bring the palms together, maybe draw them down through the center. Interlace the fingers here, lay them down on that right thigh, and maybe find that little extra bit of space to drop down through the hips. Hips can be like our messy drawer where we keep all the stuff we don't really know what to do with. So be gentle, but be mindful that there might be tension there. Shoulders drawing down away from ears, open heart, soft face, and we'll take the hands down to the floor again. Lifting up that back knee, nice big step forward again here, back into forward fold, soft knees, top of the head down. Inhale, we'll lift halfway, upward Uttanasana, draw the belly in. Exhale, releasing down. We're going to press through the feet here, take the arms nice and wide as we lift all the way up to the sky, reach high, maybe taking the gaze upwards. And we'll take the arms nice and wide here as we again fold down from the hips to forward fold, soft knees. Inhale, upward Uttanasana, halfway, find that extension through the spine, and exhale, releasing down, hands all the way down to the ground. And again, we're going to step it back into downward facing dog this time, lifting the tailbone, press the ground away through the fingertips, let the body find this nice pose, this opening through the shoulders, release the neck, draw the belly in, nice long breath in through the nose, and out through the nose. Lovely. Let's see if we can lift the right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Extending, reaching. And then if you're feeling adventurous, we might want to bend that right knee and turn it out to the side. So keep the right knee reaching upwards. You can look underneath the right armpit. Good. And then extending up and back. And then taking that back down to the floor, back to our full four-legged dog. Extending through the tailbone, draw the belly in, and whenever you're ready, lifting the left leg up. And we'll extend straight back first of all, maybe point through the toes, and then whenever you're ready, bending that left knee, be courageous, be brave. Extending up through the knee, we can look underneath our left armpit. Lovely, drawing that knee up and back, finding that connection with the hip, and then lifting the top leg up and back again. Lovely, we'll start to bring that back down to downward facing dog. And we'll bring the knees down to the ground. Back to our tabletop position. And we'll inhale, belly down, top of the head, tailbone rising. And whenever you're ready, exhale, lifting into the cat. Coming back to a neutral spine. And we'll step the hands slightly further away, maybe bringing the chin and chest down to the floor, elbows in, and then we'll slide through onto the floor, onto the belly, untuck the toes, shoulders draw back as we lift a little bit to cobra. Doesn't need to be much, stay soft, and then lifting back to all fours. Let's just take the knees a little wider here, toes can kiss together, and we'll sit back into our child pose, resting the head down to the ground. Taking some long, deep breaths here. Find our connection with the ground. Listening to the breath, letting the breath open the back body. We can maybe start to extend through the arms a little bit further. Keep some energy moving through the side body. And maybe lift the palms up off the ground so we have these little teepee fingertips on the ground. And extending through the arms, you might feel that connection to the armpits and across the back of the shoulders. Breathing here, and then we'll lay the palms back down and gently start to lift back to all fours. Bring the knees back underneath the hips, maybe step the hands just a tiny touch away. We'll tuck the toes under, nice long inhale, draw the belly in, and if you fancy it, downward facing dog. Your practice, do what feels right for you. If you want to miss out this down dog, feel free to do that. Lovely. Drawing the belly in, curl the tailbone up. This time we'll look forward between the hands. Stepping, walking, maybe even little hop forwards. Into forward fold, lifting the hips. Feet are nicely placed, Tadasana feet. Dropping the head down. Inhale, lifting halfway, upward Uttanasana. And exhale, releasing down, forward fold. Press through the feet, take the arms wide. We'll slowly, gently start to lift all the way up. Take the arms up above the head, palms together and back through to the heart. Coming back to equal standing, shoulders gently back. We can release the hands down by the sides, Samastiti. Equal standing, palms forwards. Feel the energy through to the fingertips. Breathe. Whenever you're ready, inhale, lift up high. And exhale, arms wide, releasing down, back into forward fold. Inhale, upward Uttanasana. And exhale, releasing down, forward fold. Hands to the ground. And let's step our right foot back again into our lunge. Just adjust on the mat if you need to. Extend through that right heel, top of the head drawing away. Shoulders drawing back. A little bit of opening through the heart, moving forwards. Lovely, we'll take that right knee down to the floor and let's lift the arms up and overhead and open the heart. And taking the hands down, either side of that front foot. Keep the right hand down and let's lift up through the left arm, turning the body to the side. Feel free to keep that back knee down, or if you want to go a little bit further, maybe extending through that right heel and lifting the knee up off the ground. Breathe. And let's take that top hand back down to the floor. We're going to draw our right foot forwards again, back into forward fold. Release the top of the head down. Inhale, lifting halfway, upward Uttanasana. And exhale, release. Hands to the ground, left leg stepping back. Same thing on this side, so extend through the left heel. Find that connection between the heel and the top of the head through the energy of the body, shoulders drawing back. A little awareness of what's going on in the lower belly. And then we'll bring the left knee down to the floor. We'll start to lift up through the spine, take the arms wide, lift up high. Lovely, and taking the hands back down. We'll keep the left hand down this time, lifting up through the right arm, your choice, knee down at the back, or lifting through that back heel, the back knee to lift, extend through the heel, turn the body, awareness of what's going on in the lower belly, and let's bring the top hand back down to the floor. This time let's stick the right foot back to meet the left. We're into plank, draw the belly in, nice and strong. We've got that imaginary beach ball underneath our hips, keeping everything lifted and in line. Breathe. And then let's take the knees down to the floor. We're going to gently slide down, maybe chin and chest first, and slide through onto the belly, shoulders drawing back as we lift to cobra. Tuck the toes under here, spread the fingers, let's draw the belly in and up, and maybe transfer to downward facing dog. Good. Breathe here. Let's lift the left leg up first here, three-legged dog, extend. And this time we're going to start to bring that knee underneath the body, nose towards the knee maybe, and then extend it all the way back. And again, nose towards the knee, squeezing tight. And all the way back. And one more time, draw that knee all the way in. And extend all the way back. Lovely, and back to the ground. Keep breathing, keep moving as we lift the right leg up. And drawing that underneath the body, nose towards the knee, squeezing tight. And extending all the way back, three-legged dog. And again, nose to knee. And extend right leg back. And whenever you're ready, nose towards the knee. Extend all the way back. This time we're going to draw our right knee all the way in and scoop it forward in between the hands. Yes, get hold of that foot, drag it forwards if you need to, no problem. Lovely, breathe. So we're going to start to lift up here through our left arm and see if we can transfer this into Warrior Two. Good, so that back heel's come down. We're looking forwards over our right hand, lift the chin a little bit, nice proud warrior. We'll take the back palm down to the back thigh, front palm open, lifting up and back, reverse warrior. And let's come back to the center, back to Warrior Two. Let's take the hands onto the hips and lengthen through that front leg. We'll take both feet towards the side of the mat here. Lovely, just adjust my shirt. And then shoulders drawing back. We're going to have our toes slightly inwards, the heels slightly out, slightly pigeon-toed here as we open the heart, coming to a wide leg forward fold. So extend through the spine. And maybe we come about halfway and extend again, as if we're taking upward Uttanasana from halfway. Top of the head, drawing away from tailbone. And then maybe releasing the hands all the way down to the ground, maybe the head as well, in that direction. Feel free to place a block underneath your hands or some books, whatever you need to draw the ground up towards you. It's not cheating. And let the top of the head draw down. Keep the feet really strong. And breathe. And we're just changing our perspective of the world here. Letting that energy move around. Get fired up, get rid of all those feelings of things feeling a little bit stagnant as we get upside down. Lovely. Whenever you're ready, we'll start to take the hands up to the hips. We're going to soften the knees a little bit, keep the feet really strong as we roll up through the spine, start to rise. And then we can start to transfer this. We'll come into Warrior Two on the other side. So just starting to move over to bend into the left knee, turning our right foot out to the side, extend through the arms, lifting the chin, and breathe. I'm going to take the back palm down, front palm open, and lifting up and back, reverse warrior. And coming back through to Warrior Two. Lovely. We're going to take the hands to the hips here and lengthen through that front leg or the left leg and take it back through to the side. We're going to come down into our forward fold again, wide leg forward fold. So our toes are slightly in, shoulders are back, heart is open, and leaning forward again, extending from the hips, lengthen spine, top of the head drawing away from tailbone, and then gently releasing down. Hands maybe to the ground or onto your handy books or block. Let the top of the head draw down towards the earth. Let the shoulders be soft, but the legs are really working here. And breathe that long, deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Lovely. We're going to start to lift, maybe extend through the arms here, just to maybe about halfway or arm's length. And then let's start to walk the hands over here a little bit. And we're going to get a little bit crazy here. Bend into that left knee and start to lift your right toes up towards the sky. So we get a really nice long stretch through this right leg. Good, so hands might stay to the floor. We might even drop that back heel down, hands to the heart, whichever works for you, doesn't really matter. Play with it. Feel free to adjust, and maybe today is one thing and maybe another day is another thing. That's fine. We can maybe flex that right foot, or a little flointy thing, half point, half flex, whatever. Good, so play there. Feel that lovely stretch through the side of the leg. And then we're going to take that right foot down and start to monkey walk across. And bend into the right knee and turn the left leg up to the sky, the left foot, sorry, up to the sky. So we're opening the inside of that left leg. Good, breathing here. And again, we can walk it over, stay low through the body, and turning the right toes up to the ground. And breathe, heart open. And then we'll gently start to walk all the way across. And up on the other side. Lovely. Good, and maybe one more time over to the left, lifting the right toes. Good, and then one more time over to the right knee, lifting up through the left. And this time we'll take that left foot down and we'll just start to sweep this round, and we're back into our lunge on the left leg. Extend through the left heel, make it count, top of the head drawing away. And let's take our right foot all the way back into plank. And we'll bring the knees down to the ground. Let's take our knees a little bit wider here, toes kiss together, and we'll sit back into Child Pose, resting down there. Take the forehead to the ground. Let the shoulders soften. Maybe let the hands relax a little bit. We can move the fingers around if that feels nice. Gently we'll start to just lift up here for a moment and bring our knees back together, or in that kind of direction. And if this is not a good place for you to be, if you can come to cross-legged, cross-legged is absolutely fine as well. And we're going to take our hands just a little bit behind and just open the heart here. So take the shoulders back and open the heart. And maybe the head comes all the way back if that feels okay on the neck. Or if the neck feels a little bit vulnerable there, just keep the chin in towards the chest. Drawing the heart up towards the sky. Opening our heart chakra. Take the throat open a little bit, the throat chakra as well, if you're into that. It's all good. Lovely. And then slowly we'll start to lift a little bit and take the hands back to the ground. Let's just take our cat and cow again. So inhale, belly down, top of the head, tailbone rising. And exhaling into the cat. And coming back to a neutral spine. And we'll take the feet out to one side. We're just going to come to sit down here and extend the legs away. And we can maybe hug the knees in for a moment. Maybe find our little balance. You might want to leave the toes on the floor, or maybe lift the toes up off the ground, whichever you prefer. Little play here. Touching the feet back down. And then let's take the hands down, help ourselves down to the ground with our hands. And come to lie down. We'll bring the knees in towards the chest and just take a little rock side to side here. Now, you might like to decide for yourself here what you want to do next. A twist might be nice, or if you just want to come straight to Shavasana, absolutely fine. Take an extended Shavasana, turn the video off, shut me up, it's all good. But if you want to go another little inversion here, then we can maybe start to find a shoulder stand. So we can start to lift our feet up and over the head or in that direction. And maybe we find Plow Pose first, maybe touching the toes behind the head and taking the hands to the back somewhere and supporting ourselves, and then maybe lifting one leg or two legs up to the sky. Try and wriggle your elbows in as close as you can to one another and get the hands as high up as you can on the back. Lovely, lifting the feet up towards the ground, up towards the sky. Lovely, and breathing there. Just letting the inversion do the work. Be gentle with the neck as always. Feel free to pad the neck a little bit if that feels better for you. Play here for as long as you like to. And then whenever you're ready, we'll drop the feet back. Maybe to Plow Pose first, that strong forward bend. Arms might come back down towards the ground. You could even interlace the fingers here and extend the arms away if you want a little bit of extra work in the shoulders. And then whenever you're ready, we'll start to take the hands down to the floor. They become your bricks, and we'll gently uncurl, slowly, 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 with control, releasing down to the ground. And the knees can bend, and maybe the feet to the floor. And just feel into the spine for a moment here. Just see if there's anything else that you'd like to do, if the spine needs anything after those strong forward bends. We can bring the knees in. Again, just massage out the lower spine by making little movements with the knees, side to side, little circles, whatever works. Take the arms out to the sides. And we'll let both knees come over to one side. Maybe support the legs there. Just let the gravity do the work. Let the pose do the work. Releasing down. And the knees back to the center. Again, maybe draw them in and then over to the other side. And coming back to the center. And then whenever you feel ready, we can start to release the legs down. And into Shavasana. And feel free to spend as long as you like here. Just breathing, allowing the practice to become assimilated into the body. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. I'll see you soon.